How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good?
Yeah. I got sugar. Nothing coming from you. Missy. Well,
You know what, the old cold night over there. One's cozy. Okay, we need to try to get you excited for the whole thing. Wow! What?
get out! We're not allowed to do this. We're the guests.
Hello. So I am officially back down in Nelson. I did a little bit of shots as I came in, but I just kind of want to spend time with them and just be present with them and just enjoy dinner and just all that stuff. So basically, if you haven't watched my last vlog, G and I both met because we had the same illness. She has various other illnesses that I don't. But initially we met because we had the same illness, and yeah, we've kind of been friends ever since. I just love them so much, and it's a horrible time for them, but I just think the way that they're dealing with it is, it just blows my mind. The way they look at life kind of inspires me because they're just so positive. Like, obviously they have the down days, but they try to keep everything as positive as they can, and like, we barely ever talk about health. It's like the first question I ask when I get in the car from the airport, just so I know what's going on. But it's not like we talk about it the entire time. You know, we're just constantly laughing and dicking around. And yeah, so I'm really glad that I'm down here this weekend getting to spend time with them, because I was supposed to come a couple of months ago, but I was too sick and I ended up in hospital. So yeah, I'm just really stoked that I am here and I get to spend the next 2 days with them, which is really, really exciting. She went to bed a little bit earlier because she was zonked. She was falling asleep on the couch. And then Liv came down here and gave me a tramadol injection in my butt, which, you know, like, thanks Liv for taking one for the team on that. Really appreciate it. I am pretty ready for bed. Yeah, so I will wrap this up and see you in the morning. Good morning. 10:40 and I just woke up. I'm still tired. Anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs and see what the girls are doing. Good morning, Miss Liv. What do we have right here?
So Senko porridge is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Some brown sugar and some maple syrup, and
It looks like a bird just came and shat on something.
it does, doesn't it?
It really doesn't look conducive to humans eating, but
Gets me the body that I have today.
yeah. Moving on. In the living room, we will find the other two Ferris girls. Hello, good evening. Top of the morning to you. We have been having such a lazy day and I love it. We went upstairs and we got Chiba out of bed and onto the couch, and then she fell asleep pretty much instantly. So we ended up watching a documentary. It was like the Boeing documentary on Netflix. I fell asleep halfway through too. I've been so tired, but it's been so nice because it's so warm up there and I have like a wheat bag. It was just so comfy. But anyways, I'm gonna have a shower now. Liv is upstairs having a shower as well, and we're gonna go to the supermarket and get some random things for tonight. Everybody wants their own things because everybody's kind of feeling something different. Yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna go have a shower and then we'll get in the car and get going.
This is weird.
Why is it weird? We've done it before. You know how it goes. You know the drill. You're always funny.
I can't turn the car.
Yeah, we're gonna get really fast today, people. Can everybody just say a prayer for me right now that we actually make it out of here alive? You can go as crazy as you want and it's pretty much gonna stay still.
Should I rip the handbrake?
What are we actually gonna get everyone? So obviously I feel like we should pick up a few extra treaties.
So I really feel like chocolate.
But you need to just get over this whole thing and you need to let me buy some treaties too. Because...
Do you remember our flight last night?
Yeah, I do. And...
So I can totally just pick you up and move you around.
No.
going to the alcohol stores now. And Livian is in a very, very, very good mood, aren't you?
Am I?
She's in a great mood. So I'm
Nice.
very excited to go and get our alcohol.
Like I was fighting the supermarket.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a little domestic, but things are better now. Everything is healed, I think. I think she still wants to shoot me in the face a little bit. But that's okay, you know? That's what
Marriage is all about.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What you doing, Kaya?
Liv is the dinner master chef tonight. Liv, what are we doing? And it's gonna be a good time. What is it that you, like, what is your official title? What is your diagnosis?
Alzheimer's syndrome. For 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
we had Munchausen's by proxy. And then I had a study done,
Mm-hmm.
and I swallowed this camera computer like pill that I was the first one in New Zealand to have it done on,
Mm.
and it was meant to pass through your system within a certain amount of time, but it sat in my stomach for 11 hours until I actually threw it out. And then I was finally diagnosed by an amazing guy
Mm-hmm.
with gastroparesis
Yeah.
and diesel failure. So
How long did that take?
for
From the beginning of you having symptoms and all of the stress you had to go through as a family to actually being diagnosed in Wellington.
So I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's syndrome 5 years after getting symptoms,
Mm-hmm.
and then confirmed gastroparesis 7 years later.
What was your treatment like before you had these diagnoses? How were you treated within the hospital system? And what was that experience like that for you as a family?
I wasn't treated at all. I wasn't treated like any kind of human. I can't really put into words how we were treated, because I got to the point, or we got to the point where we're like, how these doctors even have licenses because of the way that we were treated. Mum was blamed for everything.
Mm.
And that crushed us as a family because nobody would listen to us. Yet all the tests coming back abnormal.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to hear it.
If you could speak to anyone who's going through that process right now, what would you say?
To don't give up.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing. Because when you know something's wrong, you know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Just don't give up.
What is your life like now? How would you, just in terms of everything?
Well, unfortunately, I am on hospice yet. If I was treated earlier, and the doctors had a little bit more experience, I probably wouldn't
life. I spent a lot of time in bed. And it's pretty terrible. I've had 7 admissions to hospice within 12 months.
If you give any advice to anyone who's not going through what you're going through, maybe is just having a hard time, what would you give advice? What gives you hope?
I think people should stop whining about what they shouldn't do. Like, if you wake up in the morning and you want to do something, go do it. You don't want to go to work, don't. Like, just go and do something that you love. Like, like, life's short. I think don't take life for granted. Just do what makes you feel happy, whatever that is.
Yeah. I'm proud of you. There's some hard questions. What has your experience been like as, family members going through all of this?
Really fucking exhausting, actually. There's so many different aspects. Like, for the first 6 years, 7 years, we were fighting for the proper care for G. So that process was exhausting, mentally, physically. We were separated as a family a lot. Emotionally too, not just in different cities, but I feel like we all had to we were emotionally distant because we couldn't deal with that shit at that time because we were trying to do the things for Jay and support her and just be strong for you. It's been pretty tough, but the last 2 years have been incredible. I don't even have the words for it. It's been so cool. As shit as the circumstances are. I don't know about you, G, but the last 2 years for me have been so full of growth and love and support and just all of the good, happy things. It's been awesome. I'm just speaking for you.
It has been exhausting, and it's been everybody talks about a roller coaster, and you have these incredible highs and then these incredible lows, and there's so many different emotions that come with it as well. You've got anger, you've got fear, you've got grief, you've got so many things, and then there's that whole soul destroying aspect of the way they did treat us as a family, and above everything else,
But due to their incompetence and their lack of knowledge or their lack of wanting to know more,
that's
huge.
That's been huge. Their lack of ability.
We don't know what's wrong, so we're going to blame it on mental health. Well, even if she did have an eating disorder or a mental health illness, she still needs treatment. It doesn't just stop there. You're fucking nuts, so see you later. Those people still need love and kindness and,
We got asked to leave the ED once. You must leave the emergency department. That's not cool when someone's incredibly sick and needing care, and the lack of care was all based around one person's opinion and that one person meeting her once. And that had the ability to destroy any hope of Georgia getting any care for a very long time, until we found the right person who did have the right resources, who did have the right heart to listen and could look outside the perfect little box that everybody had tried to put her into. And I think that's so important, is that people listen, think outside the box and use other resources, and don't let their egos get in the way. And I think a lot of that was, and it's so hard. Once we found the right people though, it has been an incredible journey of just, like you say, love and support and surrounding ourselves with the right people as well, because that's so important, whether it's your medical team or your support network or your family.
No negative
You need to
energy.
have the right people around you, and we try really hard to put a positive spin on every day, because you have to. Because it's not all doom and gloom, as you
No,
know.
we got an awesome life. It's so cool.
You know,
It's so cool.
we've met some incredible people on our journey. Hey, Shawnee.
How has the transition been? Because obviously you went from G being sick to now terminal, and you're going through all the hospice care, and you're, you know, how has that transition been? And just wrapping your mind around it. And
I don't know if you ever do wrap your mind around it. Like, you kind of just like, your mind is there, like it acknowledges that's the process that we're about to follow. But while you're in it, you're kind of just doing it. Like, you don't really.
You're on autopilot.
Yeah, I don't know if we really.
Yeah.
I think if you stopped and took the time to think about what actually that meant, you crumble. You just wouldn't.
I
You
think
just couldn't cope.
also the hospice team have really guided us beautifully on so many different aspects of that transition as well. Having such a multidisciplinary team within the hospice to support us, you know, social work, psychologist, you know, the nurses and the community nurses and the medical team themselves have been instrumental in getting us to where we are and being able to cope, you know, on a, you know,
It's like a little family.
Yeah. We've been at the very worst end of it, but we're also now at the most beautiful end of care. And sadly, it's a palliative end for us, but to have that support is second to none. Yeah.
They're so worried about being offended and someone else stepping in and kind of minimising their knowledge, or I don't know, just take it so personally, and they're actually killing people and damaging people's lives. And
Okay, and that's the thing, you know, it takes nothing to listen. You don't need a medical degree to listen. But that medical degree, on top of listening, can really save lives.
my only last question, and I don't wanna bring tears, but what would you like for Georgie's life now, or life after?
pain free and just surrounded by you guys. Like, you have no freaking idea how much love and positive energy you bring into this house. Like, you got your head up your bum about it, to be honest.
Well, thank you for that.
It's okay.
Oh, you got through it.
done,
You got through it. I just want to make something of this, because I feel like they've fucked up on so many levels, and I want something to come of. I don't have a lot of followers, but if there's any way we can get this out and just